Chapter 212. When Alex saw the 80-inch television falling toward Faria's feet, he quickly took a step forward and grabbed her hand before pulling her into his arms. The television set fell and hit the ground with a crash. The television casing and screen smashed to the ground, a piece of shattered plastic flying out and slashing Faria's slender and fair leg. "Ah!" Faria yelled out in pain as soon as she felt the sharp pain in her calf. When she lowered her head, she realized that there was a 2 to 3 centimeter long cut in her calf, and blood started gushing out of the wound in a flash. Alex hurriedly took out a piece of tissue from his pocket before kneeling down beside Faria and pressing the piece of tissue against her calf. After that, he asked, "Faria, do you have any first aid kit at home? We need to disinfect your wound immediately." Faria was a little irate when Alex touched her leg and she wanted to yell at him. However, when she recalled that Alex was the one who rescued her, she suppressed her anger and tried to calm herself down. After that, she glared angrily at Master Oliver before saying, "Master Oliver, you are not going anywhere unless you give me a reasonable explanation today." As soon as he heard Faria's words, Stephen grabbed Master Oliver by his neck before he asked, "Speak up. Tell me, what have you done to Miss Adair?" Master Oliver replied, the fear evident in his eyes. I did not do anything to her. I was just performing a ritual to help her reverse her bad fortune." "Stop lying to me," Stephen responded angrily. "Did you change Miss Adair's fortune for the worse instead?" Don Stephen grit his teeth as he cursed, "Tell me. Did someone pay you so that you could come and deliberately cause harm to Miss Adair?" Master Oliver trembled in shock as soon as he heard Stephen's words. "Big brother, I did not receive money from anyone. I have no intention to harm Miss Adair at all." Stephen continued to pressure him, "If you refuse to tell me the truth, I will chop you up into pieces and feed you to the stray dogs." Stephen then looked at Faria before he said, "Miss Adair, leave this matter to me. I will deal with this bastard on your behalf." Faria was also extremely annoyed and frustrated at this time. She glared at Master Oliver with a cold expression on her face as she said, "Master Oliver, if you refuse to give me an explanation right now, I will leave Don Stephen to deal with you." Master Oliver hurriedly knelt in front of Faria before he cried out, "Miss Adair, I am sorry. I did not intend to hurt you at all. I was just trying to cheat some money out of you." Faria continued asking, "So, you were just putting on a show when you were performing the ritual earlier because you wanted to fool me?" "Yes." Master Oliver replied tremblingly as he took out the cash check from his pocket and begged for mercy. "I will return the money to you. Please let me go." Faria looked at him for a moment, and she could tell that he was not lying to her. However, this only made her feel even more desperate. What was happening? Was her fortune truly worsening? She had suddenly suffered such heavy losses, and if this continued, her family business would be destroyed in her hands. All this while, Alex, who had been silent, suddenly said, "As a matter of fact, Faria, it is not entirely true that Master Oliver did not do anything at all." Faria looked at Alex curiously before she asked, "What do you mean?" Alex replied calmly, "The layout of your room combined with your 5 elements form a very terrifying and unfortunate feng shui alignment known as the Dragon Encapsulation Formation. The Dragon Encapsulation Formation will lock and trap all of your good fortunes. However, the formation was not completed because there was a small loophole in your room. That green potted plant that you had by the window left you a way out in this Dragon Encapsulation Formation. After that, Alex glanced at Master Oliver before he smiled and said, "Unfortunately, Master Oliver decided to remove your green potted plant and replace it with a stone instead. Since a stone symbolizes gold, the Dragon Encapsulation Formation was finally completed, and that's the reason why you are facing even worse misfortune and bad luck. Even if you remove the stone now, you will still be faced with more bad luck." Faria was utterly shocked, and she hurriedly put aside all the contempt that she felt for Alex before pleading for his help. "Mr. Anderson, please help me." Chapter 2.